If you're hunting for the best jewelry school to attend and you're wondering to yourself, learning for the masters in Rome, Italy sounds like a dream. But is it really? Then this video is for you. I've gotten so many messages about what was it like attending the best school in Rome, Italy. And you know what I realized? Everybody is asking the exact same questions. So today I'm answering everything in this video. Is it beginner friendly? Is it worth the money? Can you really learn things that you can't learn on YouTube? And what is it actually like day to day? Is it good for beginners? The short answer is yes, and the long answer is also yes, and here's why. If you've been following my channel, you know I am a beginner to metalsmithing. I have created all of my jewelry using the electroforming technique, and if you don't know what that is, real quick, it is a very uncommon process where you use acids and conductive paint and electricity to grow copper onto any surface. And so I can create jewelry that way, and that's how I've been creating jewelry. And I decided it was time to elevate my jewelry. I really wanted to have fine jewelry craftsmanship behind my unique style. And yeah, it was a little intimidating at first to go to a jewelry school that's as renowned as the Gerardi Gemstone school, where I'm literally sitting next to artists that I have been following and loving and obsessed with on Instagram. The creator of Taylor Swift's engagement ring was in the class with me. That is mind-blowing. And was it intimidating? Yeah, intimidating a little bit. Inspiring a lot. It was so motivating, and it was so cool to see the instructors who could very easily work with those who have been in the industry for years, their whole lives, and then turn and just have the patience and the knowledge and the expertise to guide me, a brand new beginner, in my exercises. It was really cool to see. One of the best things about this school is that everything is taught at your pace. So if you need more time, like me, then this is the school to go to. And then also, if you are a quick learner, which is a lot of the other students I saw, and you just kind of take like a fish to water at whatever new skill you learn, then this is also the class for you. The students who were, just getting it real quick could just move from project to project and just get more complex exercises. And some of the students brand new to jewelry making who went to this course came out and are true professionals, can just go work for some of the top jewelry brands easily because they're just quick learners, and the school is set up to support individuals throughout wherever they are in their journey. So let me put your mind at ease if you are a beginner. Because again, if you are kind of I'm not going to say slow learner, but if you, need a little more time, effort, energy, you don't want to be stressed, you don't want, high anxiety when you're trying to learn, you want, patience and kindness and knowledge and efforts and a little bit of a challenge and a push to grow. That's where I'm at. That's what this school gave me. It was amazing. It really pushed me beyond even what I thought I could do. I could not recommend it more. How much does it cost? Guys, it's right on the website. So I'll put the link in the description, and you can choose what courses you want. You can choose how long you want to take those courses, and the prices are laid out right on the website. So, they're not hiding anything, no questions, and you can determine what's right for you for learning with time and for your budget. I will say I saw people attend anywhere from 1 week to 3 months through intensive courses. Was the most common way that people took classes. I thought it was really interesting. People who were brand new beginners like me and who really wanted a strong foundation in learning jewelry typically did what I did. They would take about 3 months, 420 hours worth of courses, and a lot of people took the same classes I took. They took the intensive course that taught you gemstone setting, wax carving, and goldsmithing. I also saw a lot of people that did gemstone setting using the Graver Max and the CAD program. There was also people who did a combination of just goldsmithing and gemstone setting using the Graver Max. So if you are a brand new beginner, I would recommend, and you want a strong foundation, I would recommend a 420-hour intensive course. Was it worth the money? 100%. Learning from instructors who are masters in their craft, being able to ask them questions directly in real time, having them watch what I do and be able to give me the corrections that I needed and giving me that instant feedback, that was all honestly priceless, and it made me learn so much faster than I could ever learn on my own. Why not just learn from YouTube? Okay, here's the truth. You can learn to make jewelry on YouTube. It's just gonna take a lot more time, and honestly, you're just not gonna be as good. And here's why. You can watch what somebody else will do on YouTube, and you could then mirror it the best that you can, right? And you can think you're doing what they're doing. But one, there might be something that wasn't shown on the right angle of that YouTube video that you missed, or maybe it looks like you're doing exactly what that person on YouTube was doing, but it's not exactly the same and you just can't quite tell the difference. And maybe via editing, the people on YouTube aren't showing you everything and they're cutting out things that are really vital to the process. So when you go into a classroom and you're shown how to do something from a master who's showing it in a way that they know is, intentionally made so you can grow and develop your skills, it is way different than going to YouTube University. One of the biggest things that I found that really helped me learn is when the instructors would come over and they would watch me do something, and they can make these small and subtle changes that you wouldn't even realize you were doing, that would turn my whatever I was doing from okay to perfect. And it was always little things, like it was like, hey Jen, when you file, you need to turn your hand just a little more, just like this. Or when you solder and you use a torch, you need to pull away just like this. Or, hey Jen, when you use this bulber, you need to dig into the metal just a little bit more than you are. Or, you need to put pressure on the Graver Max tool in this way. And those little subtle things that it looked like I was doing exactly what I needed to do. And it looked like I was doing things in the right way. But when the instructor saw it, because they have such a deep knowledge and so much expertise, they can see the difference. That is why I need to be with instructors and be in school, and that is why I'm so excited to have a strong foundation and have learned so much quicker than I could have learned on my own. And if I'm being totally honest, I'm gonna keep watching videos on YouTube because now I have this strong foundational knowledge that when I watch YouTube videos, they make more sense to me and I can learn even quicker from the YouTube videos. So I'm all about learning, I'm all about constant education, but really I wanted a strong foundation and I want to get that from masters, and that is what I got from this school. Where did you stay and how did you get around? Guys, I live in Rome, Italy, so it was easy for me. I just walked. I had a 45-minute walk to classes and I loved it. I mean, I'm walking through Rome every day, and that is so motivating and so just refreshing before class that, yeah, I would recommend go on Airbnb, get a place, walk if you can. Anywhere, an hour walk to me is totally worth it. It's beautiful in the morning, it's beautiful at night. You could grab food, breakfast in the morning, you can grab dinner at night, walking back. Transportation is also very, very, very easy in Rome. It's affordable. You can use buses, you could use the metro, you can use Uber, you could rent scooters, you could rent bikes. Transportation is not a problem here. So don't fret it. There was lots of international students and nobody had a problem finding a place through Airbnb or either walking or using transportation. What were wax carving classes like? Like candy for my brain. It is seriously just fun. It was just fun to attend class and bring in any idea that I wanted, because anything I wanted in my head could be done in wax. And the instructor, who was again a master in her craft, there was nothing I could bring to the instructor that she didn't know how to do, that she hadn't seen done, or she couldn't figure out how to do with wax. There was, I really tried to be as creative as humanly possible and really try to push the limits so I could learn in this class. And I got to come up with my own ideas for what I wanted to do, and it was just a lot of fun. What were goldsmithing classes like? Foundational and essential, especially if you're new to metalsmithing. You learn how to make sterling silver completely from scratch, and then you make every component of your jewelry start to finish. And that is what I really want to learn, is how to make jewelry start to finish, because that is what I want to do. I want to make my own jewelry in my home studio without having to resource it out to anywhere. I want to make the piece by me, the artist, start to finish in my home studio. Next level. Like, truly an honor to be there is maybe the best way I could put it, because the professionals who are the instructors at Gerardi Setting School are true masters. Gerardi Setting School is where you learn to be the best of the best. And that's where you go if you want to become a true professional. You're working with the latest equipment, you're working under a microscope, you are manipulating just tiny microscopic bits of metal and working with these tiny gemstones, all while being guided by master gemstone setters. And that is a skill that, again, is in and of itself is so valuable, because that is one of the hardest skills to learn. And typically that is something that when people make jewelry, they tend to resource out to other people, is the gemstone setting part. So if you can learn to gemstone set, you really give yourself freedom to create your own jewelry. Okay, we got time for one last question. Did the instructors speak English? Yes, perfectly. All right, guys, that's all I have. So, was the school a dream come true? Yes, absolutely. I could not recommend it more. I say just pull the trigger and go for it if you're really hemming and hawing over it. I don't even know why I would recommend, I can't choose the reason to recommend it enough. Will it grow your skills? Yes, absolutely. Will it motivate you? Will it be a positive environment? Will it be supportive? Yes, absolutely. The environment is my favorite part. I just enjoyed going in every day. I enjoyed learning. I loved being next to other talented students and seeing what their jewelry making journey was. I loved how the students support each other. I loved learning from instructors who were clearly masters in their craft, who had patience, but still, knew they needed to challenge me and knew they needed to push me to where I needed to go and were kind about it. And it was just a great overall experience. I'm honestly sad that it's over, but also very happy to be back in my home studio making jewelry. So I hope this helps, and I hope it helps you make the right decision for you. And if you want to see what my jewelry looks like after attending this school, then follow me, because I'm going to be showing the Chart Heart collection, which is the collection that I'm working on now. And it is an art collection that is meant to support the healing journey of heartbreak. And I do that through using natural gemstones that help promote healing and calming and grounding. And yeah, it really just validates the pain that those who are going through heartbreak go through and helps you through the steps of healing. So check it out. I'll see you next time, guys, and I hope you find something that makes your soul happy. Bye, guys.